look, Minnesota, what an unbelievably impressive performance in game one.
Yeah.
You know, they start out like an absolute house of fire, and then that first quarter just got flipped completely, and Denver cranked up, and it's like, oh boy, was that the fun? Was when they went up like 18-4 or whatever the hell they went up to at the beginning of that game, and they were just, I mean, Denver wasn't getting anything good. It wasn't getting any good looks, and the Ant was killing it already, and then for them to be able to like withstand that, hold the fort down, and then play the way they did the rest of the time, they just looked so long, they looked so athletic, and they looked so big, and that's what they've been. And it is crazy. I saw Nate Jones tweet this out over the weekend. He's like, what a wild story it is that Tim Conley built that Denver team and then went and built the team best equipped to beat Denver.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean,
that's impressive.
And they certainly look that part, which is why I told you guys I think that I didn't have some severe confidence in who's going to win the series. I think most of us thought it was going to go 6 minimum, probably 7.
I hope it goes
when
7.
it's all said and done. Yeah. That being said, I think whoever comes out of this is the winner.
On the West, yeah. I think so too.
I think that they are. You watch them play, and they are both so damn good.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
When Ant gets to that zone, bro, it's like you cannot. Like his first 18 points, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, but same could be said about Jokic.
Yeah, you get him
like they're
back
both
too.
just so.
And then you saw by the fourth quarter, that was Naz Reid's game.
Let's go!
Naz Reid just literally took over the game for about a 3-4 minute span. Just took over the game.
I love Naz Reid, man.
He was unbelievable. And, you know, we knew they're bringing Alexander Walker. We knew they're bringing Kyle Anderson. We knew they're bringing Naz Reid to the table. And it's like, what kind of advantage is this going to be? Because Denver doesn't really bring that guy off the bench.
No.
Not like somebody the significance of Reid.
They can just come in and just flip a game on offense and defense.
I mean, they didn't have anyone.
He was
in double
unbelievable.
digits.
Yeah.
He was truly unbelievable. I mean, banked a 3.
Shout out my boy Naz!
Dude, banking a 3 is wild.
Yeah, man.
But that's when you know it's all going.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's all going.
And
When the end of the shot clock, 3 gets banked in, it's like, oh, God.
You know he cooking.
This guy.
Yeah. You talked about the best player on the court stuff. Like it looked
Is it possible that Anthony Edwards
5 was
is?
the best player on the court, bro?
Right.
Easily. Like even Jokic with a court with Jokic.
And is that going to be commonplace, or is that right? Because what we saw the last time, like you even saw it against the Phoenix series. You remember when Ant had the huge coming out party and went crazy? The next game, he just had to pass.
Yep.
Because they were just deciding, like, no, bro. And that's the way this goes. And that's the brilliance of Jokic, to be continually dominant and yet still face every different type of defense. And it's like, are the other guys going to be able to do what they did in the last round? Because in the last round, they turned Edwards into a passer, at least for a night, in one of the games. But then Jaden McDaniels went crazy, and Mike Conley went crazy. And we talked about it in reference to the Grizzlies. You know, when Minnesota and Finch drew up the game plan against Morant, and it was like, you don't get to be good anymore. Yeah. But Desmond Bane killed it, and Brandon Clark killed it. Same deal here.
It was so much just like one-on-one.
It's like they're not gonna. You can't let Anthony Edwards have the free reign that he's had.
Yes.
So Denver will inevitably look at that game tape and try to make his life hell tonight.
Yes.
Yeah, they were taking turns, bro. Like they was all taking turns, like getting cooked, like one-on-one, like no double teams.
Well, and you will remember Morant had those opportunities as well. You get to do it.
Yeah.
It's the reaction to the next time around.
Yeah.
Because what they're going to say is, bro, fine. If all these other guys are going to beat us, then they're going to beat us. But you're not going to get to kill us. No. And that's every series.
Yeah.
It's every series. You know what I mean? I've covered a million of them here. Back in the day, it was Kevin Durant. You don't get to – you're going to see a second guy every time.
Yeah.
Every time. Every time you look up, you're going to have Tony Allen on you, and then you see that screen right there? That guy's for you. That other defender, and we don't care what the other guy does. Go ahead, run to the rim, go do whatever, fine. Kendrick Perkins or it's whoever, Serge Ibaka, whoever, fine.
Nick Collison.
Yeah, do whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, you do whatever you want. What we want is the ball to go to him. But what we're not going to have is you just getting to break off one-on-one.
Because that's exactly what he was doing.
Yeah,
he was just like, look, y'all.
He's going to destroy you.
Yeah, bro. He's surgical.
That's it.
Surgical, bro.
And that's why, and that's that's the evolution of these guys, because you saw it in the first 2 games with Brunson. There was a figuring out period, and then he went 40-40-40 to end that series, right? And so the great ones do. The great ones say, I really don't care. And maybe it'll take me 30 shots to get my 30 points, but that's the trick. They have to at least, and that's what would happen against Durant. It wouldn't be that he wouldn't have 28 points or 35 points. It's that you made him do it on 27 shots. So if he's got 35 points, he has to do it on 27 shots. He doesn't get to do it on 17 shots. Right?
Yeah.
Because otherwise you're dead. What were we going to say?
You always talk about the team that loses the first game in a series and how they have the better.
That's it. Close game.
Yeah, and how you can be better in the second half. How much do you think tonight's game is flipped? If Denver has to be okay, this
massively.
I think it's massive.
I will be stunned if Minnesota wins tonight.
Yeah, if they let Ant just go one-on-one again, they trying to lose.
No, that's the ebbs and flows of a series. Tonight, my guess would be they do an amazing job on Anthony Edwards,
but then
making him at least be and then they get to look at the tape and they say, okay, we're not using him as a screener anymore. We're not using him as a screener anymore. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have this guy, whoever Gordon's guarding. Now he's gonna be coming up, and whoever. And so that's the strategy. And when you've got 2 awesome teams and 2 awesome coaches. They're just going to have to mix and match this thing.
The Chris Vernon Show, presented by Caesars Sportsbook, live weekdays at noon